Hi everyone. So this is a video for anyone who maybe knows me but has never practiced yoga with me. So maybe if you have not attended a real yoga class, this video is for you because I'm going to just share a little bit of how I'm teaching yoga. There are many different ways to teach yoga, there are many different types of yoga. I am guiding Vinyasa yoga and Yin yoga, and I am also guiding holotropic breathing. So those are three quite different practices. What they all have in common is that they all work and prioritize the breath. Holotropic breathing, obviously, it's a breathwork practice, so you're focusing only on the breath. But also in Vinyasa yoga and Yin yoga, the breath is really important because the breath helps you to relax the muscles, the breath helps you to relax the nervous system. When you take really nice deep breaths, it sends a signal to your nervous system that you can relax. And so when I am guiding Vinyasa, which means there is a sequence of movements in a Vinyasa flow class, you have sun salutations. You can look up what sun salutations are if you have not practiced yoga at all before. It's basically movement that helps you to strengthen the entire body, and it's working a lot on the back and the spine, but also all other parts of the body are getting stronger and more flexible through Vinyasa yoga. And I'm guiding it very slowly and very gently, so it's a very accessible class, and that's also based on feedback that I have received from students. So I have students of different ages, and I do have quite a few students who are in their 50s and early 60s, and they can also join my class. So it's a slow class because I pay attention to the alignment. For me, it's really important that you understand how the yoga pose is healthily aligned in your body, and then find a variation where it can be softer or it can be more intense, more powerful. There are always different variations of the yoga poses, and I am trying my best to give you all those different options. That's a big part of how I'm teaching yoga. In the Yin yoga practice, so Yin yoga, as you can tell from the word Yin, most people know there is Yin, there is Yang, and Yang is the more kind of like active masculine energy, and Yin is the more gentle, it's kind of passive, and you could say it's the feminine energy. So maybe masculine, feminine, to some people it's a bit weird to see those energies that way, but it just means that we all have those energies. So no matter if you're a man or a woman, you have both of those energies. Sometimes you're more in your active energy, sometimes you're more in your passive energy. And for every person, this is also different. Some people are generally more in their yang, some people are more in their yin. So just from an energetic perspective, this yin practice is very much about slowing down and about letting go of control. So that means, first of all, the poses are much slower and held much longer. You're holding every pose for 3 or 4 or 5 minutes. And most of the poses are held lying down or sitting on the ground. So you're in a seated position or you're lying down on the ground, and you're holding the pose for a longer time. On a physical level, the reason why you're holding the pose for a longer time is because you are working on the connective tissue, the fascia. And in order to get into those tissues and to change those tissues in a healthy way, you need to be in the pose for more than 3 minutes. And which is why we're holding the poses for a longer time. So we are not working on the muscles. It's a big difference compared to Vinyasa yoga. We're working on lots of different things, the joints, the muscles, we're building strength. And in Yin yoga we're building, we are creating more space in the connective tissues. So we are actually not working on the muscles, and we are not building strength. It's a very different energy, and it's very helpful because when our connective tissues are rigid or sticky, then we also feel tension in that part of the body. So that might be like in your shoulder or in your lower back or somewhere else in your body. And when you're working on expanding, on relaxing those tissues, then the tension can go away. And the blood flow, the energy comes back, and you just feel a little bit more relaxed in that part of your body. And what is also a really interesting part of Yin Yoga is that the energy connects to your organs internally as well. You have the connective tissues around your organs, your lungs, your heart, your liver, your gallbladder. And so you're working on the internal parts of your body, and you're working on the emotions as well. So different poses then can trigger different emotions. When you're working on the hips, the biggest joints of the body, this can often be a very emotional pose when you're working on pigeon pose, for example. And so we are also focusing on just feeling the feeling, whatever feeling you're feeling when you're in the pose. And I'm guiding you through that. So I will give you guidance on allowing the feeling and coming back to the breath and accepting what you're feeling. And that's part of the Yin Yoga practice. So it's a very meditative practice. It's kind of like a very slow movement meditation, the way I'm teaching Yin Yoga. And then the holotropic breathing. That part is not part of the yoga philosophy. So that practice, it's a separate practice. And first of all, the breathing pattern is pretty simple. It's 2 inhales, 1 exhale. So you have inhale, inhale, exhale. Inhale, inhale, exhale. That's holotropic breathing. And what makes it powerful is that you're breathing in a lot of air, like it's a powerful inhale. And you're breathing quite fast. So you're not relaxing, you're increasing the energy, and you will increase the oxygen, you'll increase the adrenaline, and the pH of your blood is going to change. Because you will change the balance between oxygen and CO2. And changing the pH of your blood is quite powerful because there are not many things that you can do. You can change your diet, you can have a more alkaline diet, and that's going to change the pH. When you have an alkaline pH value of your blood, that makes you more resilient because it's easier for the body to fight any inflammation. So anything that you can get, a sore throat or an inflammation in the gut or the skin, all of those things, they're much easier for your body to regulate and to bring back and to heal when the pH of your blood is alkaline. And so breathwork is one of the helpful techniques, one of the tools to help your body heal itself. And you're just breathing. There's nothing else you're doing. It's a guided breathing practice. I usually guide it in 3 rounds. So round number 1, I'm guiding you through the breathing pattern, and then you're going to hold the breath. And then we're going to do the second round, 3 to 5 minutes. Yes, the breath hold is going to be longer every time. And after the third round, most people can hold their breath for 1 minute. And it's very peaceful. It feels very calming in the end. While you're doing it, it's very much like a workout. It's a mindfulness practice. You will feel a lot of feelings. It's also a practice that's used in therapy for people to release their emotions, especially like the heavier, the bigger emotions that we have stored in our subconsciousness, because it's difficult to feel those things. That might come up during the holotropic breathing because you're getting fully into your body and out of your head. And at the end of every practice, after the breathing, after Vinyasa or Yin Yoga, there is always Shavasana. As you probably know, Shavasana is the final resting pose in yoga. And you will also be resting after the holotropic breathwork. You will get 10 minutes, depending on how long you've been breathing. Maybe you get 15 minutes to just feel your body, relax your body as much as possible, and very slowly come back. I usually finish the practice with a short meditation, coming back into a meditation seat, maybe closing the eyes or finding a focus point on the ground. And if you had an intention for the practice, you can check back in with that intention, and you can decide decide if you want to take the intention with you into your day or into your night, or you can release and let the intention go. So we always work, I always teach with an intention. I invite people to set an intention, and you can always set your own intention. And I usually finish the practice very often as well with the words that you can honor yourself exactly how you are and who you are. You're okay how you are and where you are in your own time, in your own way. And all the people around you, everyone is okay how they are and where they are, everyone in their own time, in their own way. Maybe you've been in my class before, then you have most probably heard this before. Yeah, that's it. That's a summary, a short summary. There are a few variations. Sometimes I have a specific affirmation, or I have a specific topic that we focus on. Sometimes it's loving kindness, kindness towards yourself, or patience, or compassion, or maybe forgiveness, maybe gratitude. And very often I'm guiding just focusing on being present. That's one of the major things and the biggest priorities that I have for myself, and that I'm also guiding in my classes. Being present, always coming back to the present moment. If you're drifting off into your thoughts about the future, that's usually also where anxiety is created. You come back to the present, and there will be more peace and there will be more of a calm feeling within you. If you have any questions or any feedback, please feel free to reach out. For now, I am here in Tulum in Mexico.